Thank you for joining me on GLC Math, and this lesson I am looking at converting between meters and millimeters. So let us have a question. Let's say we want to convert, say 3.7 meters into millimeters. Well, whenever we have to convert, I always like to ask, what is the conversion factor? If we don't know the conversion factor, then seriously, it's going to be difficult to convert. Now, the basic conversion factor is that there are 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. So this is called the conversion factor. I'll write that underneath. That's called the conversion factor. And there are many types of conversion factors. There's imperial, there's metric. This one's a metric. And let's have a look at how I use this. So we've got the number to start with, and that is 3.7 meters. And some students will straight away go, well, all you have to do is multiply by 1,000, since there's 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. And technically you're correct, but how do we write that? Do we simply write times 1,000? Well, no, because we don't multiply this number by 1,000 at all. We want to keep it the same size. The only way you can keep it the same size is, in fact, timesing it by 1. But 1 is a fraction where the top number and the bottom number are both the same. And if I use this conversion factor, I put one of these numbers on top and one of these numbers underneath. Now, if I've got a meter here, I'm going to choose to put the 1 meter underneath. That way it's going to cancel. The meters will cancel. I'll put the other number on top. Now, if you look at this fraction, you see this fraction is actually a unit fraction. All we're doing is multiplying it by a unit, which is a 1, where you've got two numbers the same. Any time you put a number divided by itself, you're going to get a 1. And so really we're multiplying by 1. We're not multiplying by 1,000 at all. But let's cancel the meters. And now we can go 3.7 times 1,000 divided by 1 is, when you times 1,000, the decimal goes jump, jump, jump. So it's 3,700. And the surviving unit is millimeters. So 3.7 meters is in fact 3.7 lots of 1,000 millimeters. And so that is one way to convert between meters and millimeters. Let's have a look at another one. Let's convert, say, 6.02 meters into millimeters. So I write my 6.02 meters. I get my conversion factor. I put a number underneath. Because I've started with meters, I'm going to put 1 meter underneath. I'm going to put the 1,000 millimeters on top. Here we can cancel the meters. That's why we put it underneath, so we can cancel it. And we wrap this up by saying 6.02 meters is the same as 6.2 lots of 1,000 millimeters. So I'll multiply by 1,000. The decimal will go jump, jump, jump. 6020, and the unit which is surviving is 6,020 millimeters. Now let's one more, and that's all we have space for. This time I'm going to convert, say, 8,053 millimeters into meters. Well, we write the 8,053, write what number we've got to start with. We get a fraction ready. We put one number underneath and one number on top. And because I've got millimeters here, I want to put the 1,000 millimeters underneath and the other number, which is 1 meter, on top. So here's the unit fraction. But the beauty of this is the millimeters and the millimeters will cancel, and we've got 8,053 times 1, which is 8,053, divided by 1,000, so the decimal goes jump, jump, jump. So it's 8.0 0.053, and the surviving unit is meters. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this strategy of converting. Until I talk again to you, stay happy.